So before going ahead, we have some other things called Sutra of the Family Constellation. Before going ahead, I want to discuss some other aspects. So we have seen some concept called parentification. There is another issue called spousification. Very important issue. So what it means? Anyone can guess?
Spousification.
Spousification.
Spousification. First time. Spousification. Being the complementary partner.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah. It's a very important thing which can really resolve most of our relationship issues.
Okay.
So, mom and dad, child. So what happens is, there used to be some gap, vacuum
Okay.
between the relationship between mom and dad. So when there is an issue with mom and dad, child automatically gets sucked into this vacuum. The gap between mom and child. And then this child will try to do some role of mother or father. Let's say it's a boy child. So mother cries, tells all the complaints about the daddy to the child, saying that your daddy is not treating me well, your daddy is beating me, your daddy is like that, your daddy is like this. So what this boy will do out of love, don't worry mama, I will be there for you. He will be trying to emotionally console mother.
Yes.
And emotionally he is taking the daddy's role, not daddy's role, husband's role for mother. Emotionally he is trying to say that I will be there for you, out of love.
Right.
Mother is also happy.
Right.
And the issue with this boy is, he has already given his heart to his mother.
Yes.
So mother had become his first lover in the heart. This tendency is called mama's boy.
Yes.
Now no, he cannot give a place to any other girl in his heart, because always his heart has been occupied by mother. It's called mama's boy. Mama's boy can become a good lover, but he cannot be committed in a relationship.
Yes.
There will be some issues, and his wife will try to separate between mommy and this boy, and there will be again another triangulation war.
Yes.
Triangular love story happens deep inside. Deep inside the heart, there is some conflict is happening. Now the boy, on one side of his heart, mother is there. Another side of his heart, wife is there or girlfriend is there. And both are pulling.
Both are pulling. Poor man. Poor boy.
Poor boy.
Right.
So poor boy. So this is the problem with mama's boy. And the biggest thing he has to realize is what belongs to parents is theirs. And similarly, a girl child will try to emotionally console daddy. Will get sucked into that vacuum, and let's say daddy comes home Mama will not talk to daddy. Mama is angry. Mama is throwing vessels in the kitchen. Daddy is sitting like this. And this girl child, out of love, will go to daddy and give that company to him. Give the company to the daddy. And emotionally she is trying to fill in wife's place. Emotionally daddy is also okay. Emotionally daddy is also like someone is at least talking to me in the home. Right? So she becomes daddy's girl. And she had already given her heart to
Father.
And whenever she has a new husband, she is always comparing.
Yeah, this happens so many times everywhere.
Yeah. So daddy and husband. There's always something.
Husband doesn't want.
Always tells husband, you don't act like my daddy. My daddy is always best. My daddy is a hero. You are not. My daddy takes care of family responsibilities. You don't do that. So,
Ego hurt of husband.
huh?
Ego of husband hurts.
Yes. Here also wife is suffering, here also husband is suffering, and both suffer, and these become really lonely people. Because after 40 or 50, after a few years, his heart breaks because mama has already given heart to daddy.
Right.
He has no place.
Yes.
And when I had this issue, like I was sacrificing, and my wife left me with all the things, and I was literally depressed. I went home, my parents' home, hoping that there will be some consolation. You know what my daddy done? He left me, taken my mother to a film.
Oh my God.
I was hoping for some consolation. But he unconsciously, like whenever a boy child is born, there is an insecurity for daddy also. Because the mother's heart, inside the mother's heart, there is a lot of space for the child.
And that 100% attention which was belonged to the father is now divided. Right.
And there is a gap. And that time my heart broken. Wife is not there, mother is not there. When both were there, both were fighting.
Both were fighting.
And there is always a pull.
Yeah.
Which side I need to go.
Right.
And then this happened, and this was literally shock for me. And this was a big revelation for me. And it's really important, like mother and father they are separate. We cannot fulfill whatever father does or whatever mother does. And sometimes it can lead to incest also.
Yeah.
And which is horrible. And like most of these mama's boys and daddy's girls become lonely. They cannot have any relationship because already the heart is given out. It's not there. So it's important for us to understand this concept. And mama belongs to daddy. And daddy belongs to mama. You came in between and you will go in between.
Yeah.
Right? You cannot sit here. Even if they fight, even if they have issues, it's theirs.
It's theirs.
It's their person. As a child, we have nothing to do. We always need both mama and dad. what happens is there is always a gap here between daddy and mama's boy. There is an issue. My mother used to complain a lot about my father. She used to always feed me all with these thoughts. Like, father is like that, father is like this, grandmother is like that, grandmother is like this. I don't know who is right, who is wrong. Whatever mother says is true for me. So I see from the perspective of my mother. So I lost connection with my daddy. Father. And when I lost connection, I lost connection with my father. It is like literally I don't know, because that father is the only role model for the boy. Now I don't have any role model to look for. So I became literally like, I need to look for some role models. So I became literally, don't have anyone. So whoever comes into this, they doesn't fulfill the space of daddy, father. So it is very important for me to come out of this mother's web. She had created a web for me. And that web I need to come out and create a space inside my heart. Right? Because always my purpose of life was, I need to serve my mother, I need to protect my mother, I need to take care of my mother. And that was causing most issues. She was suffering and I was feeling daddy is not taking care of mother. And whenever she comes my home, my wife will create some or other issues. It's a dynamic, right? Because there is always a connection. What wife does is, wife wants the boy to be separated. He wants the boy to be independent. Huh? So there is always this, and wife wants completely 100% the husband. And then similarly, with this daddy's girl, she will have always issues. She cannot be happy with any of her relationships. She is always comparing and she is always looking for her daddy. And daddy here will give everything to the girl. You are my little princess. So there is lot of connection, lot of understanding, and this dynamic happens in families where it will create lot of problems for the children in their relationships. So mother has to really tell to the boy, saying that my problems are my problems. My issues with your daddy is not your problem. A mother has to really become that mature. They have to get out of their victim consciousness. They cannot bring in children as parents, as counselors between mother and father. And it is very important. Relationship problems, always those two people are responsible. No third person can do anything. And always as a victim, what a person does is it tries to create a third person to intervene. It wanted a hero to protect. So there is a drama triangle which happens. And the drama triangle continues. And especially spouse relationships, no third person should come in. Even it is a child or even parents. Parents should not step in and children should not step in. And you cannot discuss your personal problems with children. Okay, parents, you can ask guidance, but still you cannot bring them into your bedroom. So you have to separate. That is very important to know. And your relationship problems are yours and no one else's. And you have to resolve your relationship problems with your spouses. And now if you see, the same dynamic is happening with my son. Now he is trying to fit into the role of husband. He will tell, I will take care of you, Mama. And Mama will be happy. At least someone are there for me. Huh?
Yes.
And that fulfillment cannot happen. Son is always a son, mother is always a mother. There is a confusion here. That confusion needs to be literally cleared off. And we cannot expect our husbands to be our fathers. They are at the level of you. Your father is at a level, father is big, but husband is small. Still a son to someone cannot compare. And mother and wife, there is no comparison. And we need to literally separate from that dynamic. And once we separate, only we can really be happy in our relationships. That's why separation is important. Emotional separation. Emotionally, we need to separate from the dynamics of mother and father, so that you can have a life out of you. Otherwise, your life is being sucked into this dynamic. Making sense?
Yes.
Great. So now Sutras of Family Constellation. First sutra is interbeing. What do you mean by interbeing?
Interbeing means other beings like animals and all.
Interbeing means we are a connected being. We are not completely independent.
Okay.
We are not completely separate.
Yeah.
There is we are a part of the whole. So that is the first sutra of family constellation, to understand that we are an interbeing. I'll refer some notes. So okay, right?
Please.
And second sutra is inclusion. So right to belong, inclusion. So we have to follow these sutras when we are undergoing these family constellations, that we need to really relate ourselves as we are a connected whole, and inclusion is important. And whenever someone gets excluded, we need to include them. In family constellations, we say you have a place in my heart. You are included in the family. This is a healing statement. You are included. That is very important. And exclusions create illnesses and entanglements. Basically, here is also, if you see in this dynamic, father is excluded, right? When this dynamic is happening, and here mother is excluded. But these are one big whole, family. So exclusions create problems. We cannot exclude someone. Inclusion is very important. Third sutra is non-resistance. Non-resistance is what we fight, become that.
What we fight, we become that.
It is like, you fight, you don't like people with alcohol drinking. You don't like alcohol, you hate people who drink alcohol, and then you get a husband who drinks alcohol. You resist that. What you resist persists. What you judge, you literally attract that. And so whenever you are judging something, when you are not liking something, Like you can ask these questions like, why am I repeating these patterns? Why am I hanging to this pattern? So these are the questions you need to ask. So what makes you hanging? Like when you are telling someone is not, I don't like, I hate people who drink alcohol. Say, why am I hanging to this pattern? So that you can resolve that judgment. You can resolve that resistance. So that can go away easily. Instead of hanging, when you are hanging, you like, let's say you don't like someone who is doing something, and if he is doing something before you, what kind of emotion you feel? Feel angry. Right? Then you ask yourself, because anger is inside you. It has nothing to do with that. Someone who is drinking alcohol has nothing to do with you getting angry. You getting angry belongs to you. So you need to ask yourself, why am I getting angry? So why am I getting this problem? What is making me this issue? So you have to question yourself, because the issue is inside you. And most of the times this is what the blame we do. We don't like something, we project it onto others.
Yes.
We say that, you don't do this.
Because you're doing this, I'm getting angry.
Yeah.
Or I'm getting sad because you're doing this.
Yeah. But that is nothing to do with that person.
Yes.
It has something to do with your own inner child issues, with your own wounds. Because they are triggers, that's it.
Yes.
You have already a wound, and some air is coming, and or something is touching the wound, you feel pain. You feel pain because of the wound, not because someone is touching the wound. What happens when these two people come together? They have full of wounds. When these two people come together, they have full of wounds. They hug each other. What happens?
They're brushing their wounds against each other.
Pain increases.
Pain increases.
Both. And then they will tell you are touched the wound. You have touched the wound. But the problem has nothing to do with the other person. You have come together and other person has touched your wounds in order for you to heal your wounds. And you are in a spouse relationship. When we are in a spouse relationship for some years, we literally explore, like heal some of the wounds. Some wounds comes up. And it's our responsibility to heal the pain. When you are facing the pain, it's your responsibility. You always think someone else is causing the pain. No. Someone else is not doing anything.
Yes. Inside you.
Yeah. Something you have remembered, something in the past had happened that had been triggered, that's it. So you cannot blame the trigger. So this is very important for us to understand. So non-resistance. And fourth important rule is non-interference. So this decide, right? What belongs to parents. Similarly, what belongs to others in the family belongs to them.
So this applies to spousification also, Shravan. That
Yeah.
is non-resistance and non-interference. Right? So if one has a spouse who is an alcoholic, let's say, assume hypothetically, and his alcoholism, now I'm talking from my perspective, let's say, his alcoholism is causing a lot of problems within the family because the financial resources are being drained due to his alcoholism. He's not bringing home enough money, and because he's all the time drunk, he's not giving quality time to the wife and to the children. Responsibilities are also suffering. Apart from that, his health is suffering majorly, right? So the wife is troubled and is grieving over this issue all the time, cribbing. He is drinking. Yeah, he will die one day. What will I do? He's not bringing, he's not being responsible. So the crux of the whole problem is his drinking. So he is the object of all the problems in the house. So that is interference.
Yes.
So, but because she loves him, she's concerned for him and she doesn't want him to suffer ill health.
That is interference.
It is still interference.
And it is personal. If you want to suffer, it is personal. And
So-
and if you really love him,
So love is a very undefined concept. you
Yeah.
know, because we know love is completely identifying with the other person. The belonging to the other person and the other person belonging to me. So that's a wrong concept of love then,
yeah,
right?
they are individual. They are separate.
So within a family also a husband and wife need to retain their individuality and not tread upon the other person's areas.
Yeah. Give them space.
Give them space.
Yeah.
In the process अगर husband मर जाता है पी के तो the wife should be able to handle it.
See, it's
I mean, I'm talking. This is a very close friend of mine, and she's really suffering. And I'm not.
and see, ideally, what I would ask you, if you really love your husband, if she really loves her husband, she can ask, what is causing the problem? If someone is addicted to alcohol, why he is addicted to alcohol? What next? Someone is not fulfilled, right? Oral gratification. We have seen
Oral gratification.
Oral gratification. When someone is doing oral gratification, so we can really ask the question: what is making them to seek the gratification? Basically, drinking alcohol is painful. People who drink alcohol, they know how hard it is to drink alcohol.
Achha.
It is not a very
I
sweet
think they
drink.
enjoy it.
No, it is not a
Then
sweet drink.
why do they drink so much?
Numb the pain.
To numb a pain. Acha.
Feeling the pain is very painful. So what they do is they try to numb the pain
Okay.
by drinking alcohol, by suppressing their emotions. They want to forget the pain.
Okay.
So deep inside there is a pain. Ask what is that pain? And basically all problems are like, I don't get enough love
Right.
from the parents or something.
Right.
So really, that's the point you need to ask and especially bring his husband or bring herself to inner child. She has to heal it. That if she is
She
getting
has to
trouble,
stop interfering so much in his
Yeah.
life.
yeah. And see, personally you cannot control what. Even if you are controlling, husband may not drink in the home, but he can drink outside.
No, but now he is drinking at home only openly.
हाँ,
and
that's
he
what.
says देखो जो करना है तू कर. मैं तो पीऊँगा. You know, but like the situation has come to that. Abhi like cats and dogs, they are fighting every day.
Yeah. So that happens. Like we have to understand that we have to give space to each other for their own
उसको
individuality.
समझाओ भी तो वो रोने लग जाती है कि I love him and he is dissolving himself in liquor and one day he will go away. What will I do? What will my children do?
So these are all our own perceptions. I said right. Like these are coming from the wounds which are at the back. So people who drink alcohol, I don't know, they die or not die.
Everyone dies.
Everyone dies. That is it. You drink alcohol.